You know what's cool
Hmm?
about spokes? Is if you take off the S, it's a poke. And you know what's cool about that?
No.
You get to nicely touch someone.
What? What did you just say to me? Is that legal? I think I can sue you for that.
Well, it's not illegal. So, I don't know if it's illegal, but it's not illegal. Go up to the police. This man lightly poked me.
Oh, and they're gonna be like, oh my god, I'm so sorry we let that happen on our watch.
No, don't be
Um,
stupid. They would never say
Here's
that. They would never
here's
say that.
$60
They would
million
never say
as
that.
financial compensation for your troubles.
They would never say that. I'm just gonna put that out. Yeah, I'm sorry,
And
but they
then
would never say that.
and then they build me a house and buy me a cow.
Well, that means I don't have to, so that's good.
No, you have to anyways.
No, you can't. I can't build you a house and buy you a cow.
I'll build the house. I'm so strong. I could do
You'll
it.
do it with your own hands.
Yeah.
You don't
Do
even
you
need
want
a
Do
saw.
you want me to build us a house? I can do it.
Yeah, you
I'll just
do.
bite it. I'll just bite the wood.
In fact, you know what? Just bite the tree. Bite the tree, dude.
Yeah,
Chop it down.
I'll cut.
And then that saves
I'll
labor.
bite down the trees, and then I'll build our house. I'll build you a palace. Don't worry, Queen. I got you.
Oh, thanks, bro. I appreciate it, man.
You're welcome. I'm just a nice guy, you know.
You sure are, King. Keep your head up, dude. It'll be
I will.
great. It'll be great. You can do it. I believe in you. I believe in you. But anyway, welcome everybody. Hope you're doing well. This is Pirate. It's been a while. I haven't played this in a whole year. Get it? Because I haven't streamed this since last year. And that was like 2 weeks ago. But like, that's still last year, you know? It's, joke never gets old. Never gets old. Yeah. But we're in Spoke. Final Spoke, hopefully. So that's good. Because I hate the spokes. The spokes are annoying. They're really, really dumb and stupid. But we get to fight Bishop, I think, soon. So that's cool. I think the next fight is Bishop. Bishop! He's a cute, wee little witch doctor, man. You'll love him. He's a wizard.
So am I, sometimes.
You're a wizard, Aurora.
Depends on the day of the week.
You know what else is dependent on the day of the week? How happy I feel.
Dude, yeah, I get that.
Yeah, like, if it's a Tuesday, I feel like absolute terrible poop because it's a Tuesday. Tuesdays suck. Tuesdays are the worst days of the week. Just gonna put it out there.
Glenn's gonna kill you.
Please stop with that joke or I'll 1v1 you. No, you can't 1v1 me because I won't accept. You can 1v0 me because I won't be there. Don't worry, it's nearly at the time where I can't make that joke anymore because we're running out of things that I can make the joke with, you see? It gets difficult. Man, don't you just love his big axe? Would you trust a man with a big axe?
Well, it's not the size that matters. It's what you do with it and
Oh my
what's in
gosh.
your heart,
Oh
you
my
know?
gosh. I said that to my boss the other day. Yesterday,
Oh,
in fact. He was
no.
talking about a length of a cable. I'm like, it's not about the size of the cable, it's about how you use it. And he told me to shut up. I think he was a bit self-conscious
You're gonna
about
get
his cable
fired.
size, you know?
You're
I
gonna
think
get
he was a little
fired.
bit self-conscious. I would never get fired. If they fire me, I will
I'm
fire
firing
them
you
first.
from your job.
If they fire me, I will fire them first. Because I can do that.
That's why I'm gonna fire you instead.
You're gonna fire me?
Mhm.
What from?
Work.
Okay, what will I have to do then?
I don't know.
How
I don't
to
know what
pay
happens
bill
after you
if I
get
get
fired.
fired? How to pay bill?
You get a new job?
How to get new job?
I don't know. I've never worked before. I can ask my sister if you want, but she's quitting hers, so maybe you can fill
She's
her
quitting
job.
Subway?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, did she get spat on too many times?
No, she got sick,
Oh. And then she didn't
so
come
she
to
has
work.
to quit.
And then the US
No, she has to quit because
terrible
she's sick.
laws because you can't like miss a day of work because apparently you're a slave to the company because you
Yeah.
know you don't value sick pay. Or actually just taking time off because you're actually sick. That's stupid.
Yeah.
That's stupid. Your musket is an Aquila, and we've been hesitant on, and I've been hesitant on questing because I hate that word. Fair enough. Aquila sucks, dude. It's just pain, and tedium, and upsetting, and I hope it's better with Rose.
What? I can't fix it.
No, but I hope that my experience is better with you around.
Yeah, no pressure.
Yeah,
Just,
if it isn't, then I'm firing you.
Oh no, I don't
I'm-
get paid for this.
I'm
I don't care.
firing you from Pirate101. I will talk to King's Isle themselves and say Rose needs to be banned.
Do it.
I would never do that because that would also ban your Wiz account, and I need that one. I need that account.
You need that one?
Yeah, you helped me too much on that game. So,
I'm just a nice guy.
Look, it's Mr. Witch Doctor Man. I love him. He's so kind. Look at him. He would never hurt a fly.
Can we give him a kiss?
Oh, he ran away. Just kidding.
No.
I would not give him a kiss. He ran away. He
I
did
would.
not want kiss. He didn't want kissy
I would
kissy.
give him a kiss.
I would too, if he would accept my kiss. If I were a witch doctor, would you want to kiss me?
Seems like I'm being baited into saying
No.
something right now.
I will take that as a yes. This is a win.
What?
I win. GG, guys. I win. I win. Thank you for watching. That's all I wanted today. Rose
I'm
also
being
admitted to
scammed.
me today that cheese is a vegetable.
I didn't even say that. He just said it a whole bunch, and then I was trying to think about whether bell peppers are a fruit or a vegetable, and then he just kept talking.
She said cheese is a vegetable.
I didn't.
No, she did it because I said otherwise I'm putting carrots in, and she said then yes, cheese counts as a vegetable.
I didn't say that at all.
No, I'm pretty sure I heard that come out of your mouth. So obviously.
I don't know
cheese
who
is a
you were
vegetable.
talking to.
Oh, that's right. This is the fake Aurora, the one that doesn't mind calling random people. So obviously, she's not actually real today. Someone has
Call them
kidnapped
if they're
her
polite.
and body snapped her. And body snapped, body snatched, body snapped.
Yeah.
Snatched.
Snatched.
Yeah, not snapped. I mean, someone could snap your body. That's also, if you're into that, you know, that's fine
I
too.
snapped my nose once.
You snapped your nose?
Yeah, I never told you that story.
No.
I broke my sinus bone as a kid.
You have a sinus bone in your nose?
Everybody has a. It's like at the very,
I mean,
top.
you as in like a general population of you, like me. Everybody has a sinus bone in your nose.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's at the top of your like nose.
Is that the bit that sticks out?
Hold on, let me double check this before I say something stupid because I was a baby when it happened,
Okay.
so I don't fully know. It's like these pictures aren't really helping.
That's a shame. But my question is, did you run into a wall or something?
No,
No.
no.
How did you
God.
snap your sinus
I can't
bone?
believe you think so lowly of me.
I mean, I
that
think
you
I
think
have
I
my
ran
reasons.
into a wall.
I have my
No.
reasons to think
No.
that. I have my reasons to think that I'm sorry.
So what actually happened was I was climbing up a cabinet and it fell on me and broke my nose.
So, I mean, running into a wall actually makes you sound better, I think.
What the heck? No, okay. So my mom was babysitting for this kid. He's like 2 and I was like 3 or 4 maybe.
Oh my
or
gosh,
also
he was
2.
your
I don't
first
know.
boyfriend.
No, ew. Oh my god,
gosh.
stop. So we were apparently there was something at like the top of the cabinets. They weren't even cabinets. They were like the fake metal ones that you like put up yourself that you can get at like Walmart.
Oh yeah.
So there was something up there, and so we climbed it. We were both climbing it, and it fell backwards onto us.
Yikes.
And he ended up being like squished into one of the like cubicle parts.
Oh.
He was completely fine though. And me, it just fell like on my nose and broke it, or my sinus bone, whatever.
Jeez, man, that's unfortunate.
I don't have any recollection of it, so.
So my question is, why jungle gym inside? Like, why?
Because there was
would
something on top of it that we wanted.
But what was it?
I don't know.
You know, my brother's
want me to
done the
ask my
same
mom?
thing. No, I don't care enough.
God.
I don't care what was up there. Bonnie Ann's about to die. Oh my gosh. My brother's done the same thing. He says that I forced him to do it, but I would never force anyone to do something like that, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Idiocy like that can't be forced. You see, simply don't climb on things that may be unstable. It's pretty self-explanatory thing. But I bet you haven't done that since.
No.
So therefore, you've learnt a lesson.
Sure.
A very valuable lesson of don't do silly things.
I want to move her, like... No,
Or you
not
use
there.
her heal on herself.
Well, she's still gonna die.
Mm-mm. No, she's not.
Sure, I guess.
I'm gonna kill everybody else, apart from this one dude here, so if you can kill him, that would be cool. Hopefully I kill everybody else. If I don't, that's really awkward. And I'll probably, like, just delete the game at that point, but, you know, I believe in my companions. I believe in their power and ability. I don't believe in their power and ability anymore. This is so unfortunate. She won't die though. Chantal's got this, you know. Chantal is a goid, as one would say, who cannot be stopped. See, told ya. I told ya. See, it's just how it is, man.
Oh, true, bestie.
Oh, my backpack is full. That's a shame.
That's embarrassing.
Not really, I don't really care. Let me just trash a whole bunch of stuff real quick. Trash, 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 your trash, your trash, your mom's trash, your dad's trash.
We didn't need to go for the mom.
I did. It was in my contract. I'm contractually obligated to go for the mom. As you would say.
They call me Milf Chaser 420.
I am shocked that you would say something like that to me.
Really? I don't think you know who I am then.
Yes, because you're a fake Aurora. I don't know you.
I'm sorry, should I be Dilf Chaser instead?
I mean, you can be. Hi, Moon River. River, welcome. How's it going today? Accidentally
Hi,
said
River.
Moon River. Because I'm an idiot. Please forgive me, for I have sinned.
I'm gonna feed my fish.
Stanley! Oh my
Hello,
gosh.
little man.
Is he swimming to you?
Yes.
He do the swimmy dimmy?
Yes, he is alive and well.
Alive.
Yeah, that too.
Imagine being alive.
I almost just fell out of my chair. Like face first. That'd be really funny.
It would be. I would love a clip of that. Put it on live stream.
I don't have a camera on me. I don't know if you knew that.
What, you don't have a camera? Just constantly there?
No.
My camera is always going and recording.
Mm-hmm.
No, not really. But it could
Dude,
be.
you gotta eat. Thank you.
You got a nom nom nom. Nom
Thing is,
nom
I have to
nom.
give him his food pieces like one at a time. Because sometimes he'll like knock them with his tail and then they'll sink and then he'll never eat them.
And then you have to clean up after him.
Yeah.
Yeah, It's pain.
You ready
It's
to go?
painful. I'm ready to head to the main battery.
Oh.
I exploded some things while you were feeding fish. So unless you need to fight anybody, you should be fine. You know what I had a dream about this morning?
What did you have a dream about this morning?
Dragon Spire.
Oh.
I was there, IRL. And I got there, and I yelled and screamed and said, "This is too hot, get me out of here."
Did you die?
And then I promptly defeated Malistaire and got myself out of there really quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was pretty important to me. So yeah, if you didn't like that dream, I'm sorry, but you're a fake fan.
Okay.
What do you think it means, though? Because you're obviously the one who I come to with all of my dreams, and you tell me what I'm meaning by them.
That's true. I remember whenever
So,
we did that. That was so fun.
So, what do you think this one means?
I think it means that you have unsolved issues.
I was thinking that I don't like hot stuff. That's what I was thinking by that, personally. I could be wrong, though. But that was my opinion on the matter.
Mm-hmm.
If you float my goat, you know? Would you float a goat on a boat? Through a moat?
No.
Filled with sharks?
No.
But over the other side is a park. And in that park,
saying every
there's a
rhyming word you
tank.
know.
And then in the tank, guess who's driving the tank?
up.
It's a
Me.
guy called Hank.
Oh my god.
But what's really funny is when Hank blows shit up. When he blows stuff up, it makes you fall off your chair.
Fall in love?
No, up.
Oh.
That doesn't rhyme with up. Okay. Not that it had
Neither
to rhyme.
does chair.
Yeah, that was the end of the story. It's not meant to rhyme. The catch of the story is that it doesn't rhyme at the end of it, you know? That's the quirky bit about it. You know? It's quirky.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you for coming. Or you hate Dragonspire. I think it's more that as well. That I could just hate Dragonspire. I mean, there was another dream that I had the other day where I was just falling off of the cliffs of the floating mountains constantly.
Are you okay? Like mentally?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I am.
Are you good?
Yeah, why would I not be? Is that bad to fall off cliffs? And then be teleported up to the top and then fall off again, but you're watching it in like a third person view. So you're not actually doing it, you're just watching me do it. You know? It's like someone else watching me do it, but they're like omnipotent or whatever. You know?
Well,
What do you take of that dream?
dreams.
Is that like a common thing? You know, surely that's like normal or something, right?
Well, because falling in your dreams means that there's like a lack of stability, or you feel like you're not in control of a situation.
I'm in control of everything I touch.
Oh no!
Oh no. What do you mean,
Yeah,
oh no?
oh no!
What do you mean, oh no?
Nothing.
Please share with the class. You can't just say oh no and not share with the class.
I can't share with the class.
You should
I can share with you.
You should share with the class. I'm going to share it with the class if you send it to me right now.
I don't think you should.
I think I will.
I really don't think you will, but
Okay, well, I'll share it. I'll
there you
say.
go.
You know what's really funny about this whole falling theory? Is the fact that I was making it up.
I'm just saying. I'm just telling you what's there.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just gonna say that it was just me making it up. I have never had that.
Well,
sort
yeah,
of
that's
dream to start
obvious.
with. What? What's that even meant to mean, dude?
I don't know.
What
You're
are you
the smart
trying
one
to
here.
tell
Figure
me
it out.
I'm not smart, okay? I am incredibly intelligently dumb.
Smarter than I am.
I would beg to disagree.
You're gonna beg?
I will beg until you disagree with me. Wait,
It
no.
doesn't make
You
any
already
sense.
disagree with me. I will beg until I disagree with you. And
You
make
do
you agree
disagree
with
with
me.
me.
And make you agree with me.
Okay.
Hi, Jesse. Welcome. How are you today? But yeah, so it'll be great. Trust me. I know these things. I'm smart and intelligent and really dumb though, at the same time.
Mhm.
And you're like super duper intelligent and smart, and I'm not. So yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
You don't have to lie.
I'm
But
not. I never lie. Lying on the internet is a crime. I would never do that.
no, for some reason, I feel like you would.
Why would that be?
I don't know.
I've never done that. You had a dream last week that America was having another civil war, and I was hiding the entire time. I'm not gonna say what I'm thinking, but yeah. Let's hope that that doesn't happen. Hi, Wowmage. Welcome. Welcome. Jesse's on my sort of wavelength there. Hope your day has been well. I have been doing well. I went to the supermarket and cooked dinner for tonight, so yeah, that's all I've done today. I woke up at like 10 to my cat vomiting everywhere, and I'm like, get outside right now. She was making her pre-vomit noises, and I'm like, right, get outside. I ran down to find her, and I threw her outside.
Oh my god.
She just can't vomit inside on my watch. It's just not gonna happen, because then I have to clean it up. Whereas at least if it's outside, I don't have to clean it up, you know? The ants will do that themselves.
Oh my god.
So, yeah. How mean. I know, she interrupted my beauty sleep for her vomiting. So rude, so inconsiderate.
Oh my god.
Just simply don't have hairballs. Not my problem. Jeez. It's pretty simple. What you were gonna say was gonna have to do with you being close to already won. I just thought, I was gonna say that, isn't that just reality? And then I thought, maybe I not say that. Maybe I not say that. And then I said it anyway just now, so... Okay. Okay, yes. Are you excited to destroy things? Are we fighting him yet? Oh my gosh, we're fighting baby. Baby boy. Baby boy.
I should have gotten more health before.
Baby boy. No, don't worry. You got this. You just stay back. I got you. I got you, fam. I got
What
you.
a nice guy.
So, he has leech, because he's a leechy boy. So, kind of just pick off the other guys first. Usually how I do. Because otherwise he just regens back to full, which sucks. He also summons, shooty things as well, occasionally. So, yeah, just be careful of that. Just be careful. It was a hairball, but still. It just annoying to clean up. It's annoying to clean up.
Maybe you just shouldn't have pets.
That's
Like
what I'm
ever.
saying, dude. That's what I'm saying. Pets are too
That's
needy.
so sad though.
Pets are too needy. No. Because if I don't have pets, then I don't need to look after them, and then someone else can do it. You know? Because if a pet comes to my house, I would probably not neglect it, but like, I wouldn't treat it as well as other people. Not saying that I would
What?
specifically go out of my way to harm the pet. I just
I'm
think other people
personally
would be
banning you
far
from
better.
ever owning an animal ever.
I'm fine with animals. I just think that other people would do a far better job than I could, you know?
Oh my god.
Just because I get sick of animals constantly needing love, they're just too clingy, you know? Too clingy. You know, she ran into my room this morning at like 6 o'clock, waking me up to start with. This was the first time she woke me up. The vomiting was the second time. And then she just climbed all over me, and then snuggled her way in and took half my bed. right next to where I was sleeping. So I had to move over to the other half of the bed, all because she took half of it. Like,
she
what
loves
the heck?
you.
No, but she doesn't need to love me so much to take half my bed.
Yes, it means that she's comfortable with you.
Uh-huh. Taking half my bed. I hope she's comfortable taking half my bed.
Oh,
I sure
poor
was.
me.
I sure was.
Well, that's your problem, not mine.
No, it's her problem. So this is why I would simply not have pets. I'm also thinking, maybe I just don't have children. You know? They just seem painful to deal with. If I can't deal with a pet, maybe I can't deal with children.
Yeah, that's...
But
yeah.
then at least children eventually get to the stage where they're self-reliant.
Peter's about to die. Do I need to shoot this thing? The device?
Yeah, do that. It's gonna pew-pew all over the place. And we ain't about that life. So, about Peter dying. I can't heal him. Oh, you are? Okay, that's considerate of you. That's so nice of you, dude.
Kids are even worse than pets, though.
No, but eventually they get self-reliant. And I think
yeah,
I would have
after,
much more... I think I would...
After, like, 6 years, and even then you still gotta watch them.
Yeah, but you see, you can have a cat for, like, 18 years, and it's never self-reliant. Where you have a kid for 18 years, and eventually it will be self-reliant.
Okay, cats also don't talk, which is a great bonus if you ask me.
No, I think a child is far better than a pet.
I don't think so.
I think so.
I disagree.
I'd
pick dogs over kids any day.
You have 4 pet crayfish. That's crayfish. That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. How do you feed it? What do you feed it to like make it normally function and stuff?
What?
Don't question my sensibilities. Don't question my sensibilities, dude. If it's my sleep versus the pet, it's my sleep that I care about every time. Yeah. I mean, I just...
Oh my god.
Like, having a pet is cool, but I don't like being responsible for constantly taking care of it. You know? Like, at least if you have a child, generally, you have someone else to help as well.
Not really.
In most cases.
Most of the time, one parent assumes the role of, like, a main...
Yeah, but still, even
after.
But even then, you have like respite. At times.
Not usually. You get maybe a 10-minute shower, and your husband's like, look, here's the baby again. You had 10 minutes. You're done. This is yours again now. Have fun with that.
Well, you know that maybe in some places, but in other places, in my family that I would have, it would not work like that. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It wouldn't work like that, you see. Whereas a cat, you know, they're just needy all the time.
If I died, I would want my pets to eat me so that they could live longer.
And that's just gross. I'm sorry,
and
but I don't like that. I don't
if
like
I died,
that.
if I died ever, like in public, I have a thing that says that I have pets at home and people need to go get them.
Why would you want your pets to see you when you're dead?
No, not to get them to bring them to me, to get them out of the house so that they could live.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, like, why would you want
they
your
could go to like a
pets to
family
see
member
you
or
dead?
something.
That would just be sad.
Oh my god.
That would be sad,
No.
dude. Would be so sad. Peter died. Very sad. If in the chat.
Happens to all of us sometimes.
Sometimes death just happens.
Yeah.
Probably. Right.
Then
But
you
yeah.
can have a ranch fountain at your funeral.
Why would I want a ranch fountain?
I meant the general you, not necessarily you.
But why would you want that? Ranch is disgusting.
Because you're wrong.
It's the worst sauce ever.
You're so wrong.
Like, it is the worst condiment. I'm sorry, but it is the
See?
worst condiment.
Jesse gets it.
It is the worst condiment. I'm sorry. I don't understand why you Americans like ranch so much.
Because
It
our
is the
ranches are different, and our
worst
ranch is better than
condiment.
yours.
It is the literal worst condiment ever. That's a hill I will die on.
Then die.
Okay. I won't stream tomorrow and you'll know.
Oh no.
Just kidding. Tomorrow's Saturday. I don't stream on Saturdays.
Tomorrow's Saturday? No, tomorrow's Friday.
Yeah, tomorrow's Saturday for me. Today's Friday.
Can you stop being in a different time zone?
Can you stop being in the past?
No, can you stop being in a different country? Because I have a present for you and I'd really like to ship it.
Well, fly over here then.
If
And
you're
then-
paying for my ticket, I'll do whatever you want. But if
I am
not,
no sugar daddy.
yeah, exactly.
You can't call me daddy. I'm sorry.
I didn't do that ever.
I didn't say you did. I'm just setting my ground rules.
Uh,
I'm setting my ground rules and boundaries because it's good to know boundaries of people. You
What
see?
the heck? I'm
What do
not
you mean, what
stable
the
enough
heck?
for this.
Oh my gosh.
It's hard to play this game with one arm.
What continent do you think I'm from? Statistically, I would say North America.
Antarctica.
Because the vast majority of my viewers are in North America. So, if you're not, congratulations, you're a minority in here.
No, I was right. Antarctica.
Yeah, of course, because people live in Antarctica. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know what's funny? Antarctica is closer to New Zealand. So, that means they're better than you. So, how does that feel?
I mean,
How does
you're
that-
the one missing out here, not me.
How
You
am I
know?
missing out?
I'm great.
Why would I want to be in America right now?
Because I'm here, and I'm great.
Other than that, why would I want to be in America right now?
That's a good enough reason.
I'm not buying it, I'm sorry. I don't think that's a particularly good enough reason.
Oh my god. I think it is.
I'm sorry, I've been told that I was simping too much, so I have to stop simping. So, this is
You
what
said
happens.
you would be nice to me this year.
No, I said I would be mean to everybody this year. Wait, where are we going? We're going to the engineering. Make sure you click the right button.
You lied to me.
Why would I lie to you?
You said you would be nice to me.
No, I said I was being mean to you. I was nice to you last year. This
No,
is my
you
mean
weren't.
year. Yes, I was. I was so nice to you, dude. Where are you?
Thinking.
Okay,
Where am I going?
engineering. Engineering, please. Engineering. Actually, it's closer to south. Well, it depends where you are. Depends where you are. But it's still closer than it is to North America. So, checkmate. At least it's in the right hemisphere. So, again, checkmate. What time zone are you in? At the pole, though. It depends, because you could be in every single time zone in the world, because that's where they will meet. So, at the South Pole, you would be in every single time zone. You could be exactly, like, 24 hours between, just by walking one pace. Yeah. Most to the engineering department, please. I think she's angry because I said I was going to be mean to her. But, in my fairness, I did give her a chance to say no. And she said, you do whatever you want.
We never had this discussion.
We did. We did.
He
It
just
was
says
last
things and just
stream.
goes with it, and it's not fair.
Uh-huh, and you think that I'm instantly going to be, like, really, really mean to you just because I said that I'm going to be mean to you?
I hold you at your word.
You should never hold me
I
at
don't
my
understand
word.
why people don't understand this yet, but I'm stupid. Anything that you say, I'm going to take at face value.
Okay, so that's why you're adamant that I'm getting you a cow?
Yeah.
Well, the first step is coming to New Zealand, so,
Well?
then we wouldn't be in the different countries. So that solves two problems that you have at
Yeah,
the
but
moment.
I can't afford it. don't have money.
That, as you would say, is not my problem.
It is your problem.
No, because then I don't have to get you a cow anytime soon, so that's good.
It is your
for
problem
me,
because you're missing out on me.
maybe so, but I don't have to get you a cow yet, so that's good. So, it's a positive. It's a positive. But you still haven't answered why I would want to go to America right now.
Because I'm here.
Yeah, but other than that.
That's it. That's
So
a good
the
enough
only
reason.
reason why I would go to America is because you're there.
Yeah.
No other reason. So
Yeah.
basically you're saying that America is useless to go to.
I'm just saying in
unless
your
you're there.
specific case.
If you went to America, you'd make it better. That's highly debatable. That's highly debatable. I would somewhat disagree with that. Somewhat disagree with that. I don't think life in America is necessarily what it is hyped up to be. You know, I think there are some issues with every country, but America has quite a few issues, in my opinion. Disneyland is open again. I've already been to Disneyland. I don't need to go again. I don't need to go again. I've been there once. That's all I need. And did it bring me... Would I say it was the happiest place on earth? No. I wouldn't. I would not. I'm sorry. It is a scam. It's seriously... Everything's so expensive there. It's a scam. I'm sorry. Disney is a scam. Rose, you're missing out on all this.
What?
Apparently, Joseph thinks that you're saying that I'm missing out on all this.
Not like that. I just meant I'm very fun to be around.
You are. You are. Very
Not
fun
fun
to be
enough for
around.
you, apparently.
No, you... Oh my gosh. You are, but like... I have to think about when I can actually get back into my country, you see? Which, in this
I don't wanna
case,
hear it.
could be like
It's too
12
late.
months. And
My
I don't
heart's
think you would want to
broken.
put up with me for 12 months.
Well, if we're getting married so that I can get a cow, I'm gonna have to put up with you for longer than 12 months.
Yeah, but like, that's a long time to start with. Like, you know, like, that's a long time.
That's just to get to know each other, obviously.
For 12
3
months?
years. 3 years obviously wasn't enough time.
Oh yeah, so now we just need to do 12 months. Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
And I'll just
Yeah.
drop my job.
It'll
I
be
just
like
won't have a
speed
job
running
for that whole 12
an entire
months.
relationship.
Speed running a relationship. Okay, and I just
Yeah.
won't have a job, so I'll just run out of money. Yeah.
I'll take
Sounds-
care of you. I'll be the sugar daddy.
Oh yes, because you previously stated like 5 minutes ago that you didn't have any money. So yes, I am completely...
I can get money. I can get money.
What are you gonna do, rob a bank?
No. I couldn't do that because imagine, what if you messed up saying like put all the money in the bag? That'd be so embarrassing.
No, you wouldn't do that. That's not how you rob a bank. You rob the ATMs, SMHs, as if you've never
I don't
done
know how to
crime
rob.
before.
I've never done crime.
SMH, imagine not doing crime. Ugh. What a weakling. If you rob a bank. Robbing a bank is the worst way to go about it, okay? They don't store much money in banks. The ATMs are where you go, right after they've been filled. There's far more money there.
Is there like a tip line for New Zealand?
No, I would never rob a bank. I wouldn't consider doing that. I'm just saying that this is strategically the best move. It's just strategically what you would do if you were going to do that. You don't do that either. You hack their computer. No, you'd get far more out of the you'd get far more money out of an ATM than you would by hacking them. 100%. 100%. Because if you hack them, then you've like lost how you're gonna do it. Whereas ATMs, if you steal one, it's still going to be able to be robbed the same way again, you see. Companies are stupid, but they're not that stupid. If you're going to hack them, you can only do it once. So you got to go big or go home. Whereas ATMs, you can just, there's so many of them. You know. Not that I'm condoning committing crime or stealing ATMs, don't do that. I'm just saying, hypothetically, if you were to do that, it would probably be the best way. I've never done anything of the sort. I've never done anything of the sort. Never.
We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
Yeah, I've know a thing or two because I've heard a thing or two. Not that I have done a thing or two.
Farmers. Bum ba bum 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 bum.
I'm not a farmer. The only thing I
That's
farm
third.
is love.
I only farm gear on Wizard 101. Wow. Congratulations.
Yeah, the only thing I farm is Darkmoor.
Oh my god.
Just kidding, I don't do that. Brent's talking as if he's done this. No, I have some information, some intel from a high.
Oh my god.
No, this is just hypothetically speaking. Not that I've done anything of the sort, nor would I admit to doing anything of the sort. And if I did do something of the
Hypothetically,
sort,
if I were to rob a bank, this is how I would do it.
if I were have already robbed the bank, would I be telling you
Oh
this?
my god.
Not that I have.
Yes.
I'm not saying I have. Why would I tell you my secrets?
Because you know that people wouldn't believe you and just make fun of you for it, and then it would give you a chance to look more deniable.
But still, I wouldn't be smart enough to do that.
You gotta reverse the reverse psychology.
Triple reverse psychology.
Sure.
I'm not good at reverse psychology. I suck at it. I would never reverse psychology anybody. I can't. I am too dumb to do that. I am too dumb to reverse psychology. Too dumb. Too dumb. Very dumb. But yeah. Man, I hate this dungeon. This dungeon just takes way too long. It's just painful. It's just so painful.
Mhm.
Don't you agree with me?
I don't know. I don't think I'm here.
Where are you?
The void.
Oh. Oh my gosh.
What happened?
Matt Nedick had his last day at King's Isle today. Matt Nedick.
What did you say? Oh.
His last day at King's Isle was today. He's
What
leaving.
the heck?
He's leaving.
Why is everybody leaving?
I don't know. After 7+ years, I'm sad to announce that today was my last day at King's Isle working on Wizard 101 and Pirate 101. The journey has been an absolute blast, starting in Darkmoor and culminating at the end of Lemuria. I've been fortunate enough to work with one of the most amazing teams out there. The passion and determination for each member, blah 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 blah. Wow. My departure is bittersweet. I will always think of King's Isle as a second home, and I'm grateful for the memorable experiences. I'm very excited to soon take the next step of my career, although I can't say anything at this very moment. Stay tuned soon as I announce my next adventure. Wow.
Jeez.
Wow. Wow, that's big. That's big. He's the one that basically designs a lot of the bosses in the game, and Wiz at least, if you didn't know. So that's interesting. Very interesting. Let's destroy this man's. Let's just do that. Let's just do this. Him and Renee in the same week. I know. Crazy. Crazy. Yeah. That's, that was like 40-ish minutes ago when he, posted that, so 51 minutes ago, so yeah, that's something. That's something. KingsIsle will be hiring a lot of people now, apparently. A lot more people. That's insane. Wow. Right, let's continue. Bum ba dum bum ba dum bum. That's not Spark, no. Not Spark, the other Matthew. The other Matthew. The other one. The one that designs bosses, not the one that does community management. Yeah. That's crazy, though. That's crazy. I'm more interested in who's going to be the new producer. Because Renee was only there as producer for like a year. So that's going to be interesting to see who replaces Renee. Did woke culture hit KI like it did Blizzard? I don't know.
I think there's a big difference between woke culture and what happened with Blizzard, but, you know.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think KI is particularly as bad as Blizzard when it comes to their employees. At least I would hope so. But yeah. Magnetic has resigned. Today was his last day at KingsIsle. He was the one who designed most of the bosses. He's basically been on KL Live ever since it went virtual, like every month. So he's like a big part of the development team. He was, what was he? He was the principal designer. So like he was like pretty important, I would say. So that's interesting. Yeah. Kinda crazy.
It's probably better not to get into it, Dylan.
Yeah, it's probably best not to talk about that sort of stuff on stream. Someone can DM you if you want, but I don't think we need to go onto a stream talking about that. That's too political. Too political. Too political. But yeah, basically there was some sexual harassment stuff. A lot of sexual harassment stuff happening at Blizzard. Last year, like late last year that came out, was it?
I believe so.
Yeah. So that is what we're talking about when we mention Blizzard. But I don't believe anything of that nature is happening at KingsIsle. It hasn't, if that is, nothing has been made publicly. And I don't think the two people who have moved on from KingsIsle recently would be particularly involved in that necessarily. But, yeah, you know, anything could happen, but I wouldn't see that happening here. But, yeah. Welcome, Dark Gazer. Hi, thank you for enjoying the stream. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well. I have a bad feeling MJ let them go because they were involved in the community too much. Well, I mean, Ratbed is like super not in touch, but he talks to the community a lot. Whether he takes their advice on board, up for debate, but he talks with the community a lot and asks for feedback. So I don't think that would necessarily be a problem. And then I think that's shooting themselves in the foot if that's the issue. But then Renee, not that I followed her on Twitter, but I didn't see, not her, sorry, whoops. Them, sorry. Sorry. Not that I followed them on Twitter, but they didn't necessarily seem like they were talking about the game all the time. Whereas Magnetic, he was talking about the game all the time on Twitter. Yeah. Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. You're just scared of NGI. I wouldn't be too scared. I mean, Yeah, I wouldn't be too scared. I don't think anything that happens with MGI will be any worse than what it was like in the last, like, 5 years. So it will either stay the same or get slightly better. I don't think it can get worse, in my opinion. Could be wrong, but I wouldn't necessarily think it would be worse. Yeah. Yeah. But I don't believe that the issue would be that they're, like, talking to people too much and getting feedback. I don't think that would necessarily be an issue, because if that is an issue, then that shows something very serious about where the game is heading. But they haven't said that that's the issue. I wouldn't instantly assume that would be the issue. Also, both of them may have just wanted to move on, because they both had been there for a wee while. And it is very healthy to, you know, move up in the chain. And if they felt they couldn't do that at KingsIsle, then there shouldn't be any repercussions for them leaving, you know. They're both incredibly talented, and I really hope that they do well in their next adventures. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, we can all be honest that the last, like, 5 years, management of both games under KingsIsle had been pretty average at best. Like, it had been pretty not great. So, I wouldn't imagine it would get worse. And if it does, the game wouldn't last long. And they're planning on the game lasting long. So, yeah, and by the game I mean Wizard101, because Pirate, they don't really know, because, you know, it's only just been announced that they're going to be starting regularly updating again. But yeah. That's always an option, but then, you know, they'd both been there a wee while and they might have wanted a change, and that's also fine. We probably won't know for a wee while, and they probably won't tell us at all. I know Renee seemed to have a few more issues. They'd posted on Twitter a wee while ago about wage disparity, and I understand that. So that could have possibly been an issue for them, or at least for Renee. But I don't know about Magnetic. That's more of a shock to me than Renee was. Renee I could kind of see coming a little bit. It seemed like a more... I wasn't surprised, but Magnetic I'm really surprised about. Yeah, but then again, you know, maybe both of them just wanted to change the scenery, you know, work on something different, because after a wee while, doing the same thing, no matter how creative it is, working on the same thing for a long time does get very, very draining. Like, creatively, and there's only so much that you can do. So, yeah. I don't know, but this is, again, all speculation. No one really knows what is happening. Yeah. Yeah, Pirate getting stuff is good. It's very good. Yeah. When one chapter closes, another one opens. Exactly. Kablam. New start for both of them. Exactly. I'm excited for both of them. I think they deserve the best, both of them, because honestly, as much as both of them sometimes get hate, they're honestly fantastic. They've done good things for the game and the company, and, you know, they're amazing at their job. So, yeah. Yeah, no, the only way you'd find out, like, the bad stuff is if it comes out from past employees, but I don't necessarily think that anything, like, too terrible is happening. Yeah, there's probably wage, because we all know that KingsIsle don't necessarily pay the greatest, and that's probably a big issue on why people do leave, because, you know, everybody needs more money. So if you're not exactly paying the most, then people are generally going to leave. It's how it works. Yeah. But I don't think there's anything like sinister happening behind the scenes. Otherwise, we would have probably heard about it by now, and we'd probably see a whole bunch more people leaving. And who knows, maybe a whole bunch more people do leave. And then you could probably start asking questions, but I do think it's about time that both of them, you know, looking at their past, like, development history, it is about their kind of cycle to move on to a new project. In my opinion, at least. Could be wrong. Could be wrong. But yeah. Bum ba dum bum ba dum bum. Oh yeah, they can do absolutely amazing things. Absolutely amazing things. Especially Magnetic. I don't really know too much about Renee. Other than they were the producer. They've done a little bit of time in customer support, and I can't remember what else they said, but yeah. I'm sure Renee will be perfectly fine as well. Yeah. Yeah, KI has been a lot more transparent recently, which I like as well. And I think the KI lives being a little bit longer has helped that as well, because they're not like strictly an hour anymore. They're, you know, an hour to an hour and a half, nearing on 2 hours sometimes. And I think that's good. I think that's a lot better than what it has been in the past. So yeah, big ups to Spark, I guess, who organizes that, and Professor Falmere, who makes it engaging for that long. Spark's great, but he's not as engaging as Professor Falmere. I'm just gonna say that. I'm just gonna say that. Spark's a little bit too dull to be listening to for a long time on a live stream. Not a criticism of his job, but I just think that he's a little bit more dull than Professor Falmere. Yeah, Ratbed's also great. He streams quite a lot. I don't know if he's done it recently because he's probably been on holiday, but he's great. He, as much as people give him hate, at least he faces the backlash, you know? Because there's a lot of people who don't face backlash, and he at least faces backlash, you know? He may not do it in the best way, but at least he's there. He's a good character. I think that some of the changes I disagree with him on, but I can understand why he is doing them. And that's probably like the most important thing. Yeah. Yeah. Ratbed stream yesterday morning. Okay, cool. I don't follow him on Twitch. So I don't necessarily watch his streams, because mostly at the moment especially it's just mainly talking about PvP, which don't really care about. But yeah, I do know he streams on Twitch quite regularly, so yeah, especially leading up to Lemuria, he was streaming like I think nearly every day for like 2 months. So yeah, definitely worth going to check him out if you want some more stuff, because I believe he answers a lot of chat questions about what's happening and what's going on with the updates and stuff. And what he's working on, especially with PvP. So yeah, if that's interesting, go and definitely give him a follow. Yeah, he generally goes into a little bit more detail. From the clips that I've seen, he kind of explains it a little bit more as to why he's doing the things. And he knows that it's not necessarily going to fix everything, which I appreciate. I think that's more of a more recent-ish stance. He knows that it's not necessarily going to fix all of the issues, but it's more of a work in progress of, this is what we're thinking, how does it work? Because from what I understand, they're really trying hard to make the 5th Age like really, really good before they release it. So by implementing a whole bunch of changes at the end of the 4th Age, which they're doing at the moment, to just like test out to see what works and how things change, is in my opinion a good idea. Not that I PvP, but I think that testing it out before you roll into a new age where you have to start like working on ranks and stuff like that is a good idea to do. But yeah. Right, are we done yet? Are we done yet? Are we done yet? Can we press X? Thank you. Phew. Right, central core. That's the goal. That's the goal. What did we get from that? Did we get anything special? Not really. Not really. Uh-oh. Run! Gotta get out of here. It's gonna explode, Rose. It's gonna explode.
Be cool.
I know, it doesn't actually explode, but it would be cool if they could make it look like it exploded, you know? Shoot.
Oh no.
Just a sec. I'm a flea. I ain't fighting these dudes.
You're a flea?
I'm a flea. I'm a little flea boy.
Yee! Don't pull me.
I'm over at my ship, by the way. Because the life fountain's like right next to our ship, so it's kind of ideal. Kind of ideal.
Are you asking me to get on your boat?
If you wanna, you can.
Before marriage?
If you wanna, you can. I don't mind.
Oh, okay, I'm here. This is a very large boat.
It is. I got a galleon. Do you think my boat is cool?
Yeah, it's great.
Thanks, I tried really hard. I
can
spent so
tell.
many golds and stuff on it. So many of them.
Don't worry, I'll get these things off for you.
Thanks, King. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
People last month were asking when Storm was getting a better robe, and Ratbed said that him and a lot of people at KA regretted making Darkmoor Storm robe. Yeah, I mean, all of the Darkmoor gear is kind of like... I mean, also they've changed their direction of where they're going for robes now. Robes are completely defensive, whereas the Darkmoor robes are all, like, balanced, I would say. If you're making a balanced set, generally you'd want damage and resist on as many things as possible. Which robes don't have nowadays. They're all block, health, outgoing, incoming, lots of resist. And by lots, I mean in comparison to the boots and the hat. They're all a really defensive sort of thing. And not offensive. More boots and hats are offensive. Not as an offensive as in, like, it's gonna yell at and scream at you and swear at you. But offensive in the way that it's more... the opposite of defensive, offensive. I don't know why I thought I had to specify that. Why am I an idiot?
I think you're an idiot.
I think I am sometimes. I think I am. But yeah, I think they really regret making Darkmoor gear so good. But at the time it made sense that it would have to be good, but I think since then they've changed their design principles on gear, which is fine. They're allowed to do that. Yeah, I just think it's very hard to go and like nerf something like that as well. We just keep going to completely opposite directions to get to the same place, because there's just so many ways you can go around here.
There's a frog.
There's a lot of frogs. It's Frog World. They said they really wanted to nerf the Darkmoor robes, so Storms and others would be forced to farm Tennyson or Dragoon, but they were afraid of backlash. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Because, I mean, it's very easy for them to do that. Like, they can go and easily nerf the robes. However, the backlash that they get is, you know, people have farmed hours and hours to get those robes, and they're just nerfed instantly without any warning, you know, that's... And we haven't really seen any, like, gear nerfs ever before. So, it's kind of, like, coming out of nowhere, really. Not that it is necessarily. I would think that it is very well known that they're looking at gear and there will be some changes. But, yeah, also, people would be upset with that. And I understand that completely. Do we want to continue?
What? Yeah, if you want to.
Okay. Okie dokie, we can do that. We'll do the Isle of Fetch and then we'll finish off.
Okie dokie.
But yeah, so that's That's my opinion on that. I'm at my boat, by the way.
Okie dokie.
Because I'm speedy boy. Speedy boy. But yeah.
Oh.
That's what I think. That's what I think on that. But then I also think that perhaps they need to start, you know, adding value to the new robes a little bit more. Not saying that they have to be necessarily like 500 times better than Darkmoor, but they have to be a viable option in the future. So for example, if you're going to be piling on the resist, make it so all of the new boots don't have any resist, you know, or try and make a gap where after this point you will have to not use Darkmoor anymore. You have to consider using you know, Dragoon or Lemuria robes or Caramel robes. You know, you have to make it really hard for like a section, and then like bring back the other stats to the other pieces of gear later. Maybe at a lesser amount because you won't necessarily need more of them, but then you can build up from there again. So basically you just have like complete like change of every single stat in the game. Not necessarily like every single stat, but what stats are given and how it relates to questing, in my opinion. But I don't know if that would necessarily... Oh, this quest is pain. This quest be painful. Very painful. What if gear got less effective the higher levels that you are? I think that would be not necessarily beneficial. I think that's a little bit too confusing. Because it's like the crit decay sort of thing. It was just too confusing. It was just way too confusing. And I don't think people would necessarily be on for that. I'm sure there will be some people, but I think that it's not necessarily a good fix. Because you can't just fix a situation by making it less effective the higher you go. That's not necessarily a good fix. But I'm not necessarily saying it's less effective, but you need to make it so that there is some form of progression instead of regression. People strive on progression more than they do on regression. So if you're actively progressing gear in one direction that completely doesn't involve another, so like you focus all on resist on like everything, so you're more tanky but your damage starts dropping off, you know, not that that's necessarily a good way to go. It would probably be the other way, because you would want more damage, because then you're doing more stuff, because people prefer damage over resist, because that's just how they are. But then maybe you start making bosses extremely difficult, and they start hitting really hard and you need extra resist, so therefore the new robes, you know, they come in handy because they give so much resist more than the old robes. Thus, you're increasing your resist, making you more likely to choose it over the Darkmoor robe. That's kind of where it's going. Not that you're like nerfing gear as you get higher level, because I don't think that's necessarily a good thing. But you're just giving more options to other pieces of gear that could be better in the future or now than there is currently. Yeah. Oh, I don't mind mob battles. Mob battles are fine being easy. Boss battles I think should be more challenging, or get you thinking a little bit more. And not challenging is, oh, they just do 100 million damage in one hit. You know, that's not challenging. There's no challenge in that. But I don't mind mob fights being easy, because it makes defeating collect quests a lot easier. And that is like one of the more tedious things. Having difficult mobs just adds to the tedium, which doesn't actually make it more challenging or a more beneficial experience, because then you're just sitting there like you are an Azteca, just spamming hits all the time because they just won't die. And that's not fun. Fun, however, is completing a boss that is like challenging. You know, that's fun, because you feel like you're doing something productive. Whereas you're just defeating a whole bunch of mobs, like 6 mobs for, you know, one thing. That's not fun. That's tedious. Monotonous. Yeah, exactly. Like, it's gonna be monotonous either way. If you have to blade like 100 times and then hit, it's still gonna be monotonous. It's just, I would prefer those fights to be as easy as possible. Not like super duper easy, but less challenging and more, it's a repetitive task, whatever. Get it over and done with. Whilst having bosses that are actually beneficial to, you know, making you feel like you're getting stronger. You know, adding a little bit of challenge. It doesn't necessarily mean every boss has to cheat like really, really hardcore. But having bosses that not only just have high health, because that doesn't make a challenging boss, but have bosses that are like smart. You have to come up with strategies for each boss. Maybe one boss, you know, favors certain spells over the other, and you have to, like, you know, combo with new even rank Rochambeau spells, you know, make those be able to use in PvP, combo off of them to make it a little bit more, you know, that you have to think about what you're doing and react to how the boss works instead of just doing your own thing, and the boss kind of tries to inhibit you from doing that, you know? That's just how I would prefer to see PvM go, in my opinion. Yeah, of course side bosses are going to be difficult, and I want them to be more difficult than the main bosses, but I also think that main bosses should be a little bit more, you should have to react to what they do, not they're just trying to inhibit you from doing your plan. You know, you shouldn't go into a boss fight and know exactly what you're trying to do and have it on repeat for every single boss in the game. That just is boring. That's really boring. You know, that's mob sort of stuff. Like, you can do that for mobs because, you know, they're not necessarily meant to be challenging. They're not meant to be hard. But bosses are meant to be, like, the meat and bones of the game. You defeat bosses, you get gear, you progress in the story or whatever. So they theoretically should be there to put a roadblock for you, to kind of measure up how you're going, you know, come up with new strategies. And you should be reacting to what the boss does to try and defeat it, than the boss trying to just inhibit your, like, long-term strategy of blade, blade, hit. If that makes sense. Yeah. I would argue that mob fights in Pirate are pretty stale. The only thing in Pirate that sets it apart is the, like, the way the bosses, and I'm saying bosses because mobs don't generally do this, the way bosses kind of react to what's happening to them. So, like, for example, Bishop, who we were fighting before, will start leeching when he gets to X amount of health. I like that sort of stuff, you know? It makes it so you have to defeat the minions first. Or it's more beneficial to, otherwise you're just wasting hits on a boss that's just going to continually heal himself. I like that sort of stuff instead of just, you know, we just hit the boss, he dies, we hit the minions and they die, which we have to do in Pirate most of the time anyway. I prefer more reactive gameplay to what is happening around us than having a strategy and the boss is there just as a roadblock. The boss should be a roadblock, but it shouldn't be their only goal is to inhibit you from doing your strategy. You should be reacting to what they're doing and form your strategy on how the boss is working, you know? You shouldn't be making up a strategy for the whole game and sticking with it the whole time. That's not how bosses should work. That's not cool. That's not fun. Reactive cheats are cool, yeah, and that's a good step. But then also, I think that the boss should be setting the tone of the combat, completely, and we should be reacting to what the boss does. So, for example, if a boss, you know, puts up a whole bunch of shields, you know, maybe we remove the shields and hit at the same time or something like that, you know. You don't just necessarily go, oh, we'll just bring a shatter and we'll just have someone else, one person shatter before the Storm Wizard or whatever hits, you know. That's kind of boring because, again, that's basically, you're not really reacting to what the boss is doing, you're just inhibiting him doing that, basically. It's really difficult to explain what I'm meaning. But yeah, I just prefer more reactive gameplay than having a strategy for the whole time, which is like blade blade hit, you know. not a exactly fun strategy. It's kind of boring. Gets the job done. Not saying it doesn't. There's other strategies that you could do that are, you know, just not optimal. And I would prefer more of the strategies that you could do that are more optimal, instead of blade hit. And cheats generally help with that, because a lot of the cheats are just removing blades and traps. But then at this stage, they're more just inhibitors, you know? It just makes the fight longer because, oh, no feints, okay, we'll just stack more blades. You know, we'll just blade a couple more times, you know? No blades, oh, we'll just trap all the time, you know? Whereas I think you should be more encouraged to hit as much as possible than to use utilities overly. Yeah. And that is a fun idea. It sounds like a deck style D&D game, Kelly. Yeah, I just prefer having things where you're more forced to react to what's happening around you instead of having you set the strategy and the boss is just there spamming hits to try and kill you before you eventually kill it. That's not fun. And that's mob fights for me. That's fine for mob fights. I don't mind having mob fights that are just blade hit. That's fine because generally they're meant to be just a minor inconvenience in the way, you know? Oh, look, the road's blocked because there's these Kurgers here, you know? We gotta defeat them. And that's fine because it's not necessarily something that's meant to be particularly engaging. Obviously, every combat should be engaging, but that combat isn't necessarily meant to be the most engaging piece of combat, you know? Boss fights should be the more engaging. Let's see what the boss does and how do we counteract that. You know, like maybe he blades a couple times and then he does a really, really big hit, and so basically you need to go remove his blades first. Otherwise he's gonna kill you. So you remove his blades, but you use some of the new spells, maybe, that, you know, help you. You remove blades, but also get shields. So the hit that comes after maybe won't do as much damage, even if he does blade again or whatever. And you can still do that. It's just not optimal, and it just isn't. Yeah, basically just not optimal, which sucks. There needs to be more benefit of using those sort of strategies instead of blade hit. That's the problem with blade hit. It's just too beneficial because it takes less time. It you know, rewards you just the same as if you were doing an alternative strategy. So why wouldn't you choose it? You know. I wonder if Ratped's taking notes. I don't think he doesn't watch this, but that's how I would want PVM to go in the future. More you're reacting to what the boss does, not the boss is trying to kill you before you kill it, because that's just not fun. That's just a mob fight, in my opinion. And cheats are good. Some cheats are like really, really good at that. But there are some bosses that cheat that are just, you know, still blade hit, you know? And most of the bosses that remove feints are just like blade hit, you know? It doesn't really add to anything with it, you know? One of my favorite boss fights in the game is Vanitas in Imperia. Because if you don't know, you can kill him first round. You can hit him with a thing and he just flees. That's kind of funny. Okay, and that's funny for a boss fight, you know? The boss hypes himself up so much, you hit him first round and he's like, actually I don't want to do this, you know? And if you don't do that, you have to actually blade hit, you know? So I kind of like that. And those sort of like quirky things for bosses occasionally are fun. But there's not enough of like bosses that there are ways around their cheats that you just react to. Not that that's reacting to a boss, but it's definitely a lot more fun. Ugh, this is why I hate this area. You have to just defeat and collect so much. So frustrating. Yeah. I never understood why they made skull traps weaker than skull blades. I mean, yeah, I've never understood that either. Because theoretically, in my opinion, there should be more ways for every skull to remove traps from yourself. So if you're getting a trap cast on yourself, you should have, every skull should have a way to remove it. You know, because if it's affecting you, which it is, you should be able to deal with it. in my opinion. Actually, we're going to do that. You can't hit anything, so we're just going to go there. You can do that, I guess. We'll try and bait them up this way. I'll go there with Jack. We'll try and bait them up that way. So, yeah. It's... I believe every school should be able to remove traps on yourself some way. Whether it's Myth, where you can remove quite a few, or whether it's like Storm, where you can maybe remove like one at a time. Yeah, that's tedious, but at least it's a way to get rid of it, and maybe it gives you something depending on your school in return. So you remove a trap, you convert it into a blade, or if you're Storm, maybe you remove a trap, you convert it into a damage over time. You know, if you're Fire. You know, life. You remove a trap, heal over time. I think there needs to be more of that. Because if something's being cast upon you, then you should have the option to get rid of it. And there are ways around it, you know, if it's a universal. You can simply cast things, like if it's a feint, you can just cast Empower or something. And that's a good way to get around it. But then, not every trap is universal, and there's not a way to remove school-specific traps. Like, you can't remove a Storm trap that is placed on you. It's impossible. It's impossible. I think it would be better to do that. And then traps, you know, they could get a buff. You know, especially in PvP, you know, if you can remove traps on yourself, they can get a buff. And then you have the option to remove it, thus meaning the higher price tag of a trap, because it's more likely to be removed. Whereas only a few schools can remove blades. Well, originally only a few schools could remove blades. So it's kind of just like, I don't know. Then I am not a game designer. What are your thoughts, Rose?
What?
What are your thoughts?
On what?
On everything that I've been talking about. How would you make boss fights
I
fun?
zoned out like an hour ago.
How would you make boss fights fun?
I don't know. I'm not a game designer. I just work here, dude.
Okay. Thank you for the input. It was very good.
You're welcome.
Sounds very flying battles with bosses. I mean, basically, you just need to make a flow of whatever happens, you need to counteract that, and still try and kill the boss, you know? So, like, you should be one step behind the boss at any stage. You shouldn't be, we'll just blade and then hit, you know, before the boss has a chance to damage me too much. Because that's not really a good rat bed. Why would you die? So inconsiderate of you. Because it's not really exciting. Like, you don't go to a game and say, oh, I'm just going to use the same strategy that I learned at level 10, and I'll just continue that through 140 levels. Because that is not fun. I can tell you that is not fun at all. But, yeah. Basically, reactive gameplay is my favorite type. You know, you're reacting to what happens to you at that moment. So, like, boss puts a trap on you, you got to take that away. And you got to make it so that it's, like, scary enough to react to it. So, like, if a boss shields, generally, you know, you carry a Pierce, maybe, to get rid of that shield. Or you rock Pierce as a stat so that you can pierce through the shield a little bit. You know? I know I always, every time I get a weakness put on me, on my Death Wizard, most wizards in fact, I will always pull out a cleanse to get rid of it, because I like to react to those things, you know? Mainly because it's beneficial, but also because you should be encouraging reactive gameplay. Yeah. But then again, I'm not a game designer. I have no idea what I'm talking about. You know, there could be a whole bunch of research that way of designing a game sucks. And maybe I'm just completely wrong, but I think it would be a lot better to have some more reaction that you do as a player compared to the boss just trying to be a roadblock into your strategy that you've had for 150 levels. But yeah, I mean, just anything to make it, like, less repetitive would be good. I don't mind mob fights being repetitive, because obviously they're meant to be repetitive. you know, they're meant to be annoying hindrance in your plan. Defeating collects are just stupid though. I hate defeating collect quests. They don't bring any value. They don't bring any value. Mob fights at least bring a value because generally they make sense. Whereas defeat and collect 6 Kurgas for notebook pages or whatever we're doing right now, why? 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 It's just painful. Absolutely painful. Actually, do you have Blade? No, you have Vengeance. Okay, you have Blade though, right? You have Blade Storm. We can't get both. No! Okay, you can do that. Whatever. Whatever. You're a strategy-based player. Fair enough. Fair enough. Blade Storm on Gracie would be such a good option. I think next I'm going to be putting Blade... Oh, she does have Blade Storm. Why did I not see... Why did I not see that she had Blade Storm? Am I blind?
Maybe,
blind.
maybe you're blind.
Yeah, I must be blind.
Maybe you need glasses.
Maybe I do. Maybe I do need glasses.
Aw, how cute. Oh my god. You could get glasses.
Nah, last time I checked my vision was 2020.
Oh, I hate you.
I'm sorry, I'm just perfect.
What if we traded eyes?
How about no? I need mine, sorry. Mine are too valuable.
You don't want to
to
trade
me.
eyes with me?
No, I don't.
I thought you loved me.
I don't want anybody else to have any of my body parts inside them.
Oh no!
I need,
I think I have a fever.
I wouldn't be surprised. I need 2 more.
I need 2 more too.
Hold up, I need
I
to...
want help though.
I need to
need help.
wake up some boys. Should I wake them
They
up?
die?
Yeah, I'm waking them both
I wasn't
up.
really paying much attention. I was just kind of clicking buttons and listening to you talk.
I'm glad you can listen to me talk. I think we'll probably do this quest and then finish up because you do sound like you're really
Boo!
tired.
No,
And fevered.
I'm not tired. I was just listening to you talk and I don't have anything to add to all of your things that you talk about.
Yeah, I know, but like, I think you need a rest.
No, I slept so much.
But sleeping more is never an option. Also, my throat is getting really sore. So,
Ooh.
I know, I'm just the worst. Apologies. But yeah, we'll finish off this quest and then we'll head off. But yeah, I think that there's a lot of work that could be done with making Wiz especially, but even Pirate. Pirate's a little bit better because most of the like reactiveness is from epics, which I like. So for example, you know, they'll go for like a hit and you have the chance to riposte because you're cool, you know? And then you can kind of like cater what companions you use depending on the situation at the time. So like if you have a whole bunch of musketeers, you're probably screwed. If you have a whole bunch of swashbucklers, you know, maybe it's best to get some buccaneers in or something, you know? It's a little bit more strategic than Wiz. But definitely Wiz combat needs a big overhaul, I would say. Or at least more strategy at later worlds.
I think we should be able to eat the marshmallows.
No. They are baby. They would never hurt you.
But they probably taste good.
They would, yeah.
They're self-cooking
But they're
too.
also Nana main.
I don't care.
Also, now you don't care about Nana. But yet for the whole of last year,
I killed
you cared
her.
about Nana.
She's already dead.
Uh-huh.
She's in jail for the rest of her life.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Or your character playstyle, exactly, you know? Exactly. There's a lot more diversity in strategy in Pirate than there is in Wiz, because there's plenty of diversity in Wiz, but it's not rewarded. It's not generally rewarded. And I'm not saying that I play Pirate optimally. I don't. I am terrible at Pirate. I only play this game because I like it. I don't play this game to be good. I play this game because I enjoy playing it, generally. I don't strive to be the best Pirate. I don't want that title. I don't think I'm particularly good at the game. I am pretty bad at this game. Wiz, I try and be good at. In the sense of PvE, not PvP. I don't really care about PvP at the moment. But yeah, like, I don't strive to be the best at Pirate, so I don't know exactly what I'm talking about all the time. I don't claim that I do. But in Wiz, definitely there needs to be more rewards for different strategies, I think. Your Swash, you're currently playing a Swash Witch hybrid. Nice, very cool, very cool, very, very cool.
That's fun to say. Swash wish. Swash wish.
Swash Witch.
Swash wish. That's hard.
It is hard, yeah. Swash Witch hybrid. Swash Witch. Very cool. Very, very cool. But yeah, I just think that there needs to be more, especially in Wiz, more value in trying out different strategies. In PvE, PvM, whatever you want to call it. So, yeah. It's just not very rewarded at this current moment. Which is a shame, really. Is a shame. Because the most optimal way shouldn't be just Blade hit. There should be other options as well, you know? And something as, like, easy to plan for as that shouldn't be as rewarded as something that maybe takes a little bit more work, you know? But hey, that's just my opinion. And technically, if you're using more spells, it is rewarded more because you get more XP. But then, at the end of the day, you don't really care about XP because you're doing quests for a reason. And that's to get XP, not from fights.
Well,
you know?
Unless you're a storm wizard in Wizard City doing a very strange challenge.
Yeah, exactly. And that's cool, you know? That's cool. That's a little bit different. And that's why I do those challenges on Wiz, because they're like really strange. They're strange and no one would try it. Because it's not optimal. But then again, I don't really care about optimizing every little aspect of my life. You know, I don't care if I'm gonna be missing out on one spell slightly quicker than another spell, because I don't really care at the end of the day. Your playstyle is hide and poison on your pirate. Interesting. That's a very, like, I bet that works very well as well. Cause is poison based off spell power? I think, is it based off spell power? Because if you're doing Witch with that, that would be, like, amazing. Yeah, I thought it was. I do have a Swashbuckler. Is he maxed? He might be, like, level 67. He's finished the game. But yeah, I was pretty sure that poison was based off spell power. So that's actually, like, a really good... That's a good play as well. Poison based off spell power, yeah. Yeah, that's a really good strategy. Because poison is, like, actually decent. And you get, what, like 3 or 4 of them, plus if you get any gear that has more, you're basically set. And then you can let your companions do a lot of the work as well. Which again, I like in Pirate, where you can have your companions have completely different strategies than you, and still generally get the same result. It's very cool. Very epic. I like it a lot. It is spell power based, but most people players say it is slow. Yeah, it is slow, but then, you know, it's like doing dots and Wiz, you know. Sometimes spells are gonna do a lot of damage at the start, and sometimes they're just gonna do it over time and slowly destroy the opponent. And in Pirate, I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing to go for a more slow approach, because generally Pirate combat is a lot more slower. Did you get everything?
Yeah.
Nice, I did too. We're twins.
Oh my god, I ran into a wall.
Oh my gosh, you ran into a wall. How could you? I hope you didn't hurt the wall too much.
That's not very nice. What if I was hurt? What if this was my last straw?
The last straw? Well,
yeah.
I hope that someday you'll find another one.
I hate it here.
Right, we'll go and locate the Steward. The Steward, him Steward, man's Steward, and then we'll finish off. Hi Ducks. We're about to finish off. Why do you
Every
always
time
come at
Dux
the
shows
end?
up, you always in the stream, and I'm starting to think it's because you don't like him.
I like Dux. He's cool. He does insane solo videos. And they're pretty dope. Should we do that? We'll do this. We'll do this then, just for Dux. Just for Dux. We'll do the hotel.
Okay, let me heal.
This is going to be painful.
Hotel Transylvania?
Something like that.
Pennsylvania?
That's like a
I went to
place,
Pennsylvania once. It wasn't fun. My arm hurts.
I'm not surprised. That's what happens.
No, but
when
in a
you
weird place where it shouldn't hurt.
You got what? Moderna or Pfizer?
It's Moderna.
Oh,
This is my third one.
yeah, because with my second one from Pfizer, I had my arm wasn't actually as bad as I thought it would be. My arm started aching in like weird spots where I wouldn't think it would.
I don't know.
Who knows? Who
Maybe
knows?
I'll die. That'd be
No,
really
probably
funny,
not.
actually. That'd be really funny.
No, I don't think it would be.
That'd be kind of funny.
Pets can get 2 poisons if trained. Nice. Even better. But yeah, I think that strategy would be a decent one.
I'm gonna go... Oh, wrong person.
No one should know that I secretly
Oh.
hate Brent. Oh my gosh. He
I have
secretly
this
hates
dude
me.
instead of Bonnie.
Oh, did Bonnie die? Oh no, you just
No,
got
I
him. You just got him.
Yeah. I didn't want him.
Oopsies.
He's kind of ugly.
He's a dog. He is dog.
Oh, I got a voicemail.
Ooh, who's it from?
I don't know.
Is it from your boyfriend?
Probably not, considering I don't have one.
Oh, rip. Unlucky. Is it from your girlfriend? I'll take that as a no. Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, that sounds like a really interesting strategy. I like it. I like it. I just like people who do like weird sort of things though, so that's just me. Why would you hit Peter? This is rude. Stop. Cease. Cease this at once. Cease this at once. You're gonna like my musketeer then. What is your musketeer? What is your musketeer? Is it a melee musketeer? One of the infamous melee musketeers that I hear so much about, and saying that it's actually a very good strat, and I'm like, interesting. Musketeer is your favorite. Musketeer was fun. Musketeer was really fun. I have a max of every character except this guy, and by max I mean finish the game. I think my swashbuckler and my musketeer maybe like slightly under level 70, but they've both finished the game. So yeah, I consider that max. I consider that max for now. Eventually I'll get them up to level 70, but yeah, this is my last character that I'll be questing on. This is my last time doing Marleybone and Pirate. This is so sad. Marleybone's amazing. I love Pirate Marleybone. As much as I hate some of the quests, it's so good though. It's so good. Use Overwatch 5. Oh, what is the extra thing that Overwatch 5 gives? Overwatch 5. Pirate.
Wait, so I listened to the voicemail?
Yeah.
I think it must have been a pocket dial, because it was just somebody coughing.
Oh. Strange.
Maybe it was a threat? I'm not sure.
He's gonna cough on you. It's pretty threatening.
Well, I'm 2 inches away from dying right now, so I don't think I could handle it.
Fair enough.
I actually
knockbacks-
feel fine, but, you know.
Well, that's good. Overwatch 5 knocked back all enemies in range. That is actually really good. That is really, really good. It was ducks. Oh my
Ducks, please
gosh.
don't cough on me. Well, no, because the thing said it said it was a number from Texas.
Oh, weird. It's even more
But I
strange.
don't answer anything that I don't. Ow! know what it is. I pinched my finger. I'm playing with a binder clip. There's a lot happening right now in my life.
Yeah, fair enough. It's okay. I understand that. I get that. I feel you. Sometimes
It's
there's a
just
lot
a
happening.
lot. Yeah.
Sometimes
It's so
it
hard
be
to
that
be
way.
me.
Completely. Did not want to open up the crown shop. Whoops. Wrong button. Meant to call you totally real GF. Fair enough, Ducks. Completely understand that one. I get that confused all the time, you know. I just call these random people instead of my totally real girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever.
Are you
All the time.
good?
Yeah, I'm perfectly fine. I don't know if other people
No
like my
tears?
voicemails though.
I always get embarrassed when people call me and I don't answer, even though like I wasn't gonna answer anyways. Cause like they're gonna hear my voicemail. My voicemail I recorded it when I was in like 5th grade. So
Can't
it's
you
like,
re-record
hi,
it?
I'm Aurora. I can't get to the phone right now. Sorry.
Just text me, loser.
No, don't do that either. I don't respond to text messages that I don't know either.
Fair enough.
Just
Fair
don't
enough.
know that I exist.
On your Witch, use a shooty Staffy build with Overwatch 2, Burst 2, Double Tap 2, Mojo, Echo 2, Rising 2, Ready Spell 3. That sounds amazing. Sounds absolutely amazing. Pseudo Pure Musketeer with Swashbuckler passive talents and Musketeer active talents and no bombs. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Ever heard of fax, ya loser? Imagine sending things through fax in 2022.
I don't want to re-record it because then I'd have to be perceived as a current version of me, and that's even worse.
Yeah, you and being perceived just doesn't go hand in hand, you know?
It's every day is a battle, you know?
Yeah, obviously.
Every day. It's a
Obviously.
constant struggle.
I'm sorry, I perceive you all the time.
I don't care if you do, but nobody else can.
Okay, I'm sorry about that then. I'm really sorry about that, man. I'm so
You don't need to apologize. You're on the permitted perceivers list.
I will apologize anyway.
Don't.
Even if I don't have to, I will. Watch me.
Now you sound like me. And you yelled at me for that, so you're not allowed to do it.
Oh yes, I forgot. I did yell at you for that. I
Yeah.
didn't actually yell, I just told you that.
You
it's
even said it in
slightly
all
frustrating.
caps. And I was I cried.
I said it was very frustrating.
That
And now
counts
you
as
can
being mad at me, so
understand.
then I
Now
cried.
you can understand why it is very frustrating.
No, not really. I just don't think you should do it because it'd make you a hypocrite.
Well, I mean it would, but I mainly do it just to prove that it's frustrating. That's
It
the main
doesn't
reason why
frustrate
I
me.
do it.
I
That
just think that
frustrates
means
me.
that somebody needs more assurance, which is fine.
Well, what happens if I need more assurance?
I'll give you assurance whenever you want.
Are you an
If I can help
insurance
with something,
broker?
then I will.
Can you insure me?
I can't do that. I don't
What?
have any money nor the desire to rip people off.
This is so sad, dude. I'm devastated by this outcome.
Yeah, well, you can build a bridge and get over it.
I will build a bridge somewhere, that's for sure.
What does that mean?
Right into I don't care land.
Whoa, you got me.
Buckle up, Buttercup, it's gonna be a long ride.
Buttercup, like the Powerpuff Girls?
Like the thing that is a buttercup. Isn't that a flower or something?
Oh. Wrong button. This one. This one. No, this one. I don't know how the buttons on this game work. This one, this one. Okay. I fixed it.
You fixed it? Oh, look, Bonnie's back. Yay! Oh, shoot, I've only got one companion. This is gonna be great. This is gonna be fantastic.
That's not the
Nah,
best
it'll be
thing.
fine. This fight is easy. It's the next fight that if I walked in with one companion, that would not be good. That would be really bad. Don't worry, I'll wake someone up. I'll get someone next. I'll get someone next. It'll be fine,
Who are
probably.
you gonna call?
Ghostbusters.
Call Peter! Oh.
No, Peter's on break. He's died too many times now. If he gets hit
No.
once, he will die, and the next boss will probably hit him quite a lot. So,
Oh,
yeah.
that's what I did. I hit 50,000 channel points.
Oh my gosh. That's crazy.
I know.
What does
I don't
that
mean to
mean?
flex. Nothing for now. Oh my god, was that thunder? Like outside of my house? That's illegal.
Well, I can tell you it's not outside of my house because it's a sunny blue sky day.
No, it's not supposed to rain till Saturday.
Well, tomorrow's Saturday.
No, tomorrow's Friday.
I like doing that because you have to think about it.
I do. Just stop being in a different country. I'm telling you, it would solve so many of my problems personally, and that's very important to me because they're my problems.
It's like 17.5 degrees, kind of chilly. Warmer than yesterday though. Yesterday was like 15 degrees. So, yeah. It was meant to get up to like 22 today, but it is not. Alas, is not. Very sad. Very sad. By the way, that's Celsius, not Fahrenheit, just so you know.
It's 63
63 Fahrenheit.
Fahrenheit. Yeah.
Isn't too bad.
No, that's a good temperature. It's like the
Yeah.
perfect weather.
Thanks, I know I have the perfect weather.
Hey,
I'm
baby,
just
I like your weather. Are you good?
No.
It wasn't that funny.
I know. I kind of like, there was a little bit of saliva that was coming up and I choked on it. You know how you do. I was laughing a little bit and saliva came up and I choked on my saliva.
Thank you for explaining every single detail of that.
I could go into more detail, but
Please
I won't.
don't.
Don't worry, I won't do that. Just this time. Maybe next time, but just this time I won't do that.
Next time.
Next time.
Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Yep, that's exactly where I was going with that as well. Except without
Probably.
the Dragon Ball
I
Z
can
thing
read your
because
brain.
I don't anime.
I don't watch that either. I haven't since I was like 6. But I can read your brain.
I haven't since I was existed.
Dragon Ball Z used to come on the CW for kids. And that's what I watched every Saturday.
CW. That's
Because I didn't have cable. Woo!
Nor do I. Because that's not a thing in New Zealand.
I have cable.
No. What is cable?
I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. It's the shows. It's more
Yeah, but
channels
you
and
have,
stuff.
You have shows already.
No, I mean you can get like the public ones,
Oh,
PBS.
okay, I understand what that you mean.
and then
It's
you
like,
pay to get stuff like movie channels or cartoon
okay,
channels
yeah,
and stuff
okay,
like that.
so that makes, man, I just learned so much there. I always thought you just had to pay for every single TV thing in
No.
America through cable. But I understand,
No.
cable is like Sky in New Zealand.
Sure.
Yeah, you pay like a subscription thing and you get like extra channels, like a lot of channels.
Yeah.
Like Disney Channel, or originally you had
Yeah.
Disney Channel.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
don't
yeah,
do
yeah,
that
yeah.
anymore
Disney
because
was and cable.
they don't do that anymore because they moved it all to Disney Plus. They're trying to scam you out of more money. It's so sad. But yeah, and then you'd get like all of the other things, like National Geographic and Discovery.
Yeah.
And what else would you get?
Ow. Yes.
All of those sort of things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically.
Mm.
The only channels that worked at our house was like PBS and then Cubo, which is like this cartoon channel. I think I'm having a stroke. Cartoon channel, but all the cartoons were from Canada.
Oh. Interesting.
And then Ion, which is like the mystery, like criminal shows and stuff.
Uh-huh.
And then like the old channels that had shows from like the really old ones.
Interesting.
And everything else was in like Spanish. Oh, there's a lot of channels that are just people preaching.
Preach, sister.
Yeah. What are we doing?
We're protecting Stuart.
No, he's right behind me.
Yeah, you need to make sure that he doesn't die.
Okay.
If he dies, we fail.
Well,
if
I'm gonna
he
move a
dies,
little
we
bit.
die.
If you die in Pirate 101, you die in real life.
Exactly, dude. Exactly. It's very important we do not kill him. He must remain lifed for the whole time. Blocked? What do you mean blocked?
Blocked and reported.
That's what my ex said to me before I blocked her back. And said, if you're gonna block me, I will block you first. And blocked her first. I got so much power that day. Imagine your musketeer in battle. I can. It sounds amazing. Absolutely amazing. What were you saying?
Why are you going out in the middle of a fight if your job is to be protected?
Because he thinks he's good. Just let him live his fantasy.
I don't think that's how that works.
This is his last time. His last time. Okay. He doesn't know this yet, but afterwards he dies.
Oh no.
Doggo dies. Just kidding. Doggo does not die, but Doggo...
This is like Marley and me.
Yeah. This is secretly the dog dies.
No.
It's so sad. So sad and tragic. Because he thinks he's almighty. Exactly. He thinks he runs the town. He thinks he runs the town. Do you know why these guys are angry, by the way?
No.
These guys are angry because they're getting good food.
Do they have like inferiority complexes?
Yes, they do.
Oh,
they want bad
me
food.
too.
They want the worst food ever possible. Marley might.
Dude, I want pizza.
Please don't tempt me with pizza. I've already had it like 3 times in the last like 2 weeks.
I haven't had any.
I had fish and chips the other day.
Ugh,
So good.
gross.
It was so good. So good. So good.
Delete your account.
Well, you can
I'm
have
gonna
fish and chips
cyberbully you
without
for
the
eating fish.
You just have like other things. Like you can have a
So that's
burger.
just fries.
No, you can have a burger. You could have.
But then it's not fish and chips.
No. But
Yeah, so then I can't have fish
but
and
like,
chips.
no, but like, it's the same sort of like style of food, you know. Like you can have those.
A burger
hot
and fries.
Yeah, hot dogs, things that you would have like a carnival or something. They're so good. They're so good, dude. I love them. Corn dogs, I think you call them, right?
Oh yeah, corn dogs.
Yeah, those things.
I don't like corn dogs.
Well, I didn't say you did. I'm just saying that it's not just fish and chips, okay? There is variations.
I can't see because I'm laughing.
Well, stop laughing. Just start crying. Problem solved.
What? You want me to cry? What a mean guy.
No. Sounds like they seem to have a we hate good food. Yeah, they have a we hate for good food. They hate it. All they want is bad food.
I want euros. Oh, that sounds so good.
What is a euro?
It's Greek.
Ah.
It's I don't know how to describe it.
Nor do I, because I don't know what you're talking about.
You never had a euro before?
No.
Oh.
You can have chips and fish instead of fish and chips. It's pretty diverse food.
That's disgusting.
What's your hate against fish? SMH.
Everything.
Uh-oh,
They're
I'm
gross.
being poisoned. So sad.
I'm trying to find one without tomatoes because I don't like tomatoes.
Yeah, and you're weird for that.
And why does this have lettuce on it? Who puts lettuce on?
Lettuce is
Oh
bad.
my god.
Lettuce just sucks.
Dude, whoever's making these needs to go to jail.
And you'll follow them and beat them up.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
This is chicken. This isn't even the right meat. Like,
What does it mean to
I
be?
feel like delicious.
No, but like, what's the right meat?
I don't know
to
what
be?
it is. I don't know what it's made out of.
Okay, that makes so much sense. You're like, hey,
Then you gotta
have
put.
you tried this? I don't know what it's made out of, but have you tried it?
Well, I don't need to know what something's made out of to eat it.
Oh, yes, there's the American in you coming out.
What?
You have so many weird things in your food, and you're like, I don't care.
Well, I don't know what's in the
Literally
food.
the
It's up to
most
food companies to
American
not
thing
be
anybody
bad.
has ever said to me. I don't care what's in my food. I don't need to know what it's made of for me to eat it.
What the heck?
That is the most American thing I have ever heard you say. I'm sorry.
What is? I don't
I'm
understand
sorry.
what the issue is.
I'm just saying that is the most American thing I have
I
ever
don't
heard you
understand what
say.
the issue is.
Not knowing what something is made of.
Why does that matter?
In
I
order
don't think
to
that's
eat
an
it.
American problem. I think that's a me being stupid problem.
No, it's American.
I don't I don't know what a
Otherwise, you
type
wouldn't
of
have
meat
so
is.
many freaking things in your food. You know?
Are you talking about like preservatives and stuff?
Yeah, and chemicals and stuff.
Okay, nobody knows that because it's not our job to. If there's stuff that's in there that we shouldn't eat, but that's what's affordable in this country. Eating healthy is so expensive.
Exactly, and that's my point.
And it's not
It's
our
an
fault that
American
companies
problem.
are putting the stuff in the food. It's not the average American's fault, though, is what I'm saying.
I'm not saying it
I'm
is.
not
I'm
at
just
fault for
saying
that.
it's such an American mindset. If I don't care what's in the food, I will eat it anyway.
Yeah, because you have to eat. You can't not eat.
America is the land of the free to trust a company. Yeah. Yeah, make sure you always trust the company.
That's
Company
not what
above
I'm
all.
saying. I'm saying it's not our fault.
I'm not
It's
saying
not
it
my
is.
fault.
I'm not saying it is. I'm just saying that it's very funny to me as someone who every single bit of our food has to have like exactly what's in it written out on it.
Well,
can't just
congratulations that your
hide-
country cares about you. It's not the same worldwide.
Well, it's not the same in America.
Which America's part of the world. I don't know if you knew that.
No, you're part of some other thing. You're just some
We're actually
other
from
weird,
Mars.
distant land away that no one knows about. No one wants to like piss off either because you know they could probably just nuke everything.
We're from
So
Mars.
we
That's
just
why we kept
tolerate
sending
you.
rovers
We
there.
as the rest of the world, we tolerate you.
Listen, we don't even tolerate ourselves half the time, so...
Yeah, but we have to because we have to be seen as being nice to you. Otherwise, you will simply not
cry.
give us money.
We'll cry.
We
and
use you
then-
for your money.
This is so sad.
We use you for your money and that is it. All you are is a big cash cow with a whole bunch of debt.
This is so sad.
That's like kind of true though. Sorry to say.
I don't care. I don't have any... I'm not gonna say that, but... Yeah. I don't care.
Some preservatives have known to cause cancer. I don't mind
Yep.
like some preservatives because that's fine, you know. Sometimes things have to be, you know, able to last a long time. But like when you have like a whole bunch of just random chemicals that are really not needed, they just add to the flavor or whatever. Really? 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 Do you need those? Is that necessary? No. Oh my gosh, stop healing! What the heck is your problem, dude? Seriously. I need to heal myself. I'm about to die.
No, don't die. Ahaha.
Why can I not heal myself? Oh, I'm
Me
poisoned.
to heal you?
No, you can't. I
Oh.
don't think you can heal me while I'm poisoned.
You're dying.
I am dying.
Jeez, Doug. Hey, Queen. Notice you had some oil in your country. Mind if I, invade it?
Exactly. America. America for you. Doesn't Texas have, like,
Basically.
oil fields as well?
Yeah.
Like, why do you need more? Like, come on.
I don't know.
I've never understood that. I've never understood why that is a thing. Like, you've already got oil. Why do you need more?
Because they want money.
Like, I get oil is important, but, like, why do you need more? Can't you just be happy
'Cause
with what
money.
you've got?
'Cause money?
Yeah, but other countries should be allowed to make money too, okay?
When has it ever been America that cared about other countries? Let's think about that for a moment. Let's
Well,
process
you
that.
sure
Let's
give a lot of
unpack
money to
that.
other countries, so yeah.
Let's just think about it for a moment.
I don't think, sorry.
Me neither. That's why I was hoping you would do it for me.
I got lobotomized when I was 5.
Oh my god, I was looking up pictures of like lobotomy procedures. Not like pictures to look at like people that are lobotomized, but like how it's like diagrams, you know, like
Yeah.
the drawings and stuff.
Like what they
It was
do.
really cool. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
really interesting.
So what did you learn?
I learned that I don't want one.
Fair enough. Don't blame you. Don't
They
blame
just
you
kind
for
of
that.
mush up your brain some. It's very interesting.
Yeah, they do, don't they?
Oh, the dog is dying.
He is, isn't he?
I'll heal him.
That would be handy. Oh my gosh, stop! This dude is so frustrating. I hate him so much.
He's just a
He's
guy.
dead though, so it's fine.
He's a friend. He's
He's
polite.
finally dead. He's finally gone. Ding dong. The tiger's gone.
Ding dong, the witch is dead. Witch of witch, the wicked witch. That's such a
Yep.
fun song to sing.
Phew. Right.
Dylan, you can't just eat every cow that dies.
Yeah, you can.
No, you can't.
Yeah, you can.
One time my mom had a pet cow
Mm.
and it
You
kicked her
turned it
brother in
into
the
a burger.
face, so they ate him.
Yeah, fair enough. Don't let that animal go to waste, you know?
But then my mom never ate beef again because she didn't want to eat her cow.
Okay, that doesn't make sense afterwards.
Yes, it does. If my cow died, I wouldn't eat my cow.
Yeah, but like, you eat it and then you never eat beef again.
No, she didn't eat it.
Oh, okay.
She cried and then has never eaten beef ever
Okay,
again.
that makes sense. I thought what you were saying was she ate her cow, and
No.
then she never ate beef after that because she didn't want to eat her cow.
No.
I thought that's what you were meaning when you said that.
No.
I apologize for misrepresenting your cause.
It's okay. I'll forgive you this time, but next time I won't let you off so easy.
Thanks so much, King. I will never make
You're
that
welcome.
mistake again.
Please don't.
Make sure you talk to this dude.
Hello. He's a white
I've
tiger.
forgotten to talk to him before. It was not great. It was not smart or good. Was not smart, was not good. 0 out of 10. I should have left a mark at the ballroom. I'm at me boat.
Let's go to you whenever you're on the boat. Boat,
I'm on
boat,
me boat.
boat.
I'm in the ocean. You can put to me now.
Oh. Whoops.
Rose just wants at least one cow to stay alive so she can keep one.
I like cows.
Okay.
Ow.
This is a thought that I've
Oh my
always
God.
had. I could be really off base here, okay? This could be really controversial and I could probably get cancelled for saying this.
Oh no.
But vegans obviously don't like killing animals.
Mhm.
If they wanted everybody to turn vegan, which generally is what they want, what happens to all of the cows that we no longer eat? They obviously die, but who breeds them more, because we need all of that land for farming crops. What happens then? Do the cows just go extinct?
I don't know.
Like, has anybody thought about that? Or is that just me?
I think you're just a weird guy.
What happens then? You know, what happens to them? What happens to the chickens? Just no more chickens? No, because you can't have any more chickens because they're no longer productive, so why have chickens?
Dude, I don't know.
This
You're
is
asking
like
the wrong
a big
person.
this is a big thing I've been like thinking about recently. Like, you know, I don't think that they necessarily need to go out extinct, but like if we're all gonna become vegan, apparently, what happens to all of those poor innocent animals that will just have all of their lives ended?
I mean, their lives
And
are
they'll
gonna be
never
ended
be.
anyways if they're being used for food, so.
Yeah, but even if they still live, they're still going to be ended anyway because they'll just die. But they would never be brought back into existence. They
But
would
their
just go
issue is
extinct.
not with animals dying, their issue is with people killing animals.
Yeah, and I get that. But still, even if we let them live until they died, okay.
Well, that's the point. As long as we don't interfere, they don't care what happens.
Yeah, but why, but still, if basically they don't want you eating meat, okay? It doesn't really matter how they die.
Yeah.
They don't want you eating meat. So all of those cows are going to go extinct because we're not caring about them. So we're just going to extinct a whole, like, species, all because we don't eat them anymore.
Sure.
Well, we need the land for crop. And cows can't go on crops because they'll just eat them all.
I would too if I was the cow.
Yeah, so it'd be unproductive to keep them around, so they'll just go extinct. So we're okay with, like, making a whole species extinct.
They probably keep them in zoos or something.
Oh yes, because vegans love zoos, that's for sure. Right, anyway, on that great note, we are going to be ending off today. Hope you enjoyed.